Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I just wanted to give you a quick overview of my Han Solo costume from Episode 4, A New Hope. This is 501st approved, so it's got all the nice little details. So we're just going to go over it piece by piece here. Most of this stuff is going to be from a company called Carillion Exports. That's where the vest, the shirt, and the pants are from. There are better options out there at this point. I got all this stuff like way back in 2013, so it's almost 10 years old. There are way better options out there right now for getting quality stuff. Adam Carillion on Etsy makes really, really good stuff. It's going to cost you more, but the quality is a little bit better. The shirt, get a close-up with like the collar right here, because that's the important part for this shirt, and then the stitching right here. But this shirt is a little bit more than a stitched up pillowcase, so I wouldn't say the quality is super awesome, and it was about 50 bucks. The vest I think was about 80 bucks. The vest is really good quality. If you're looking for an Episode 4 approvable vest, you got to really be particular about the pockets, especially like the one at the Disney parks. It just has 2 square pockets here and 2 square pockets here. That's not going to work unless you're doing the Return of the Jedi one. If you see this one, it's got a couple of little small pockets right here, and this moon-shaped pocket right here is actually required for 501st approval on that side. And then, of course, you've got the stuff on the back of the vest as well. So that's it for the top part. The bottom part here, this belt, it needs to be a 2-pronged belt with 3 holes. I actually just got this off of Amazon. It was like 20 bucks. It came with 3 prongs, so all I did was I just cut the 3rd prong off, and it works just fine. This belt, the whole gun rig holster belt here, is from a company called MP Filmcraft. They make movie quality stuff. In fact, they've even made stuff for a lot of movies out there. This was about $450, and once again, I think there are better options out there at this point that are about, you know, 100, 150 bucks less. So again, you could go through Adam Carillion on Etsy for this, and you'll get a pretty good deal. There are also other people on Etsy that sell the same thing. Just make sure if you're looking for 501st approval that it says in the listing that it is. Otherwise, you could be running into some problems because they're really picky about the details. Particularly these buckles, like this buckle right here. Depending on the film, each buckle is different for this one and the back one. Like for Episode 4, these 2 buckles are swapped. This one goes in the back, the other one goes in the front. For Return of the Jedi, it's 2 of these. So on this one on the front and the back. So it's just it kind of depends on what you want to do with the rig and which costume you're gunning for. The pants. You got to have the correct color stripes, because this can vary from film to film. And they have to be embroidered. If they're not embroidered, it won't pass. Now you can get a whole bunch of Han pants out there that look like this, that won't pass 501st inspection, but still look really good. I've got another one where the stripes are just screen printed, and they were only like 30 bucks. These pants were like 80 bucks. You also need to have this stitch right here, up the front of the leg on both sides, and once again, that is required. The little greeblies for the belt, these little things here, these are from Carillion Exports as well. I got the whole set for like $50. This is nothing more than a CO2 canister. I put some tape in there because taking it in and out of this thing was making it rub. So I just wrapped some tape around the middle of it because you can't see the middle. And that worked just fine. And then these things were basically cast out of resin. And all I did was glue them together and paint them. And once again, the greeblies vary from film to film. Empire Strikes Back, the canister is a different color. These aren't even there. There's a whole bunch of like other little electronic thingies in there. But if you want to get a set Carillion Exports has the sets for all 3 films, episodes 4, 5, and 6. The droid collar, that's also from Carillion Exports. It's just made out of resin and already came painted, so I didn't have to do anything to it. It did have a habit of popping out of this clip here, but since the droid collar is the same for all the films, I just glued it in there so that it wouldn't fall out anymore. And that fixed that problem. Haven't had any problems with it since. The blaster, this thing is a beauty, and unfortunately you're not going to be able to get this. I got this from evike.com, which is actually an airsoft website. This was a limited edition airsoft gun that they made. I think they only made like 1,000 of these. And it's all metal. The scope on it actually works. You can use it in an airsoft game if you want. But this is like the crown jewel of my costume. Everybody always marvels at how cool this blaster is. Now there's a couple of things here.
Good weight on
yeah,
it
it's
too.
Also, yeah, it's made out of all metal, so it's really, really nice. This disc is actually incorrect. That's supposed to be silver. And the flash hider up here is supposed to be a very dark silver color. So this is actually more accurate to the one that Han uses in Episode 7, where this disc is black and the front is also black. But since it's basically the same blaster for both films, nobody cares. The one I was using before this was basically just a resin prop that I got from Doopy Doos. That was about $80, and you still can get those from there. But you have to glue the whole thing together and paint it. So that's a bit of a pain. This one I really, really like because it's going to wear over time, and I never have to worry about repainting it. It's just going to start getting little scuffs here and there the more I use it, and that's just going to make it look even more authentic. So I really, really like this blaster. If you want to go the extra mile, you can go with a Denix gun and then get all these pieces. Todd's Costumes actually sells a really, really good blaster, but it's about $450, I think. But it is basically the Denix model with everything already done to it, so you don't have to put in any work. This thing was only about $180, which is an incredible steal for an all-metal Han blaster. You're not going to find another one like this, unfortunately. But, yeah, this is my go-to piece. So that just leaves us with the boots. The boots, they are really, really picky about the boots. You can't have any zipper showing on them at all. They have to have a shiny sheen, which hopefully you can see on these. And no zipper. Most boots you are going to get have a zipper on the back of them. And they have to be rigid. I started out trying to use a pair of pirate boots, but they weren't as rigid as these. They had like little indiscrepancies up the side of the boot and such because it was a thinner material. And they said, nope, that's not going to work. So I got these off of eBay. I think these were about $200. It's basically a pair of German World War II boots. And you can get Russian World War II boots that also work. But you're going to have to do some hunting on eBay to find something like this, because I still don't know where you can get a new pair of these. So, yeah, that's going to take some time if you really, really want to get the costume right. They do have a pair of Han boots on Todd's Costumes that look almost identical to these, and I believe they're about $250. But that could save you the hunting, and you can get them in any size you want, as long as they have them in stock. So that could be a good option if you're looking to duplicate this outfit. Anyway, that's about it. I've had this costume now for 8 years, something like that, and I've done a ton of trooping with it. And it's held up just fine. And it's a great costume to wear when it's like, 90 degrees out, and, people who are wearing stormtrooper outfits or Wookiee outfits or whatever are out there dying, and I'm wearing this. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.